Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 7 for the event Professional Prospects. In this example, we are going to study a male chart who started his career into sales and marketing in pharmaceutical companies. He started as a medical representative, then he moved to marketing and he got some change of jobs also, and he got some promotions also. After some period, he completely changed from the field work of sales and marketing for pharmaceutical company to hospital, chain of hospitals, into marketing. So he started, his new career as a, marketing head in the hospitals. So that was in one period, and he was doing very well with a good name and position. And after some period, then he had some issue with the higher officials, and he resigned the job. So after the resignation of the job, and during that period, he started learning many astrology courses. Actually, his father and his grandfather, they are all into astrology field. So he's having that field interest in astrology, and he started using that jobless period. He dedicatedly, started learning many branches of astrology, and he started doing some, part-time consultation also. Then after that, he again got a new job, and that was also for some period only. Again, he resigned job, and again he got a new job. That is the job in the sales as a general manager. So here also he is not into the field work. It is only in the administrative level. So he was working as a general manager in sales. During that period, he started using the astrology also as a part-time work. He was doing that. And during that last job he was working, he met with an accident wherein he had to take about 3 months, rest. So during that period, he's again improved himself by joining many other courses, and upgrading himself with many branches of astrology. And after he recovered, then he started taking his profession as a complete astrology. So he stopped working for looking for job, and he taken his profession as astrology itself. So he started his career in 2003, and 2022 and 2023. Now in this year and all, he is a full-time astrologer. That way, a person's career he started as a medical representative to the astrology. So with a good, good progress in his career, in with a good level, all these things he experienced. So this case we are going to discuss, since it has got extended events. So I'm going to take this case into 4 videos. And the first video, this video I'm going to take example number 7A. In this, I'm going to talk about the destiny and job prospects and change of jobs. First, I'm going to take in this video. The remaining things, promotions and change of type of profession into, what do you call, in the hospital, in marketing head, all these things, and also completely change to astrology profession. All these things I'll be taking in subsequent videos. So now let us focus on the destiny and also the that initial job and job changes in this video. Example number 7A, destiny, change of jobs. In the field of sales and marketing in pharmaceutical companies. This is the birth chart of that male native, and he was born on 18th October 1977. Birth time is 12:21 p.m. in Andhra Pradesh. Now I'm going to discuss on the general study on the birth chart. Let me open the North Indian chart also. Now let us study on the birth chart, general study. Lagna is Sagittarius Lagna. 12th cusp also falling in the Sagittarius. So there are, you can see there, cuspal interceptions are there. Lagna Lord Jupiter is in the sign of Gemini in the 6th house and aspecting to the Lagna. Moon is posted in the sign of Sagittarius, but Moon is in the 12th house, but still in the sign of Sagittarius and aspected by Jupiter. Lagna is aspected by Lagna Lord, that is fine. And 10th cusp, in respect to the profession, 10th cusp, as per the degree, it is falling in the sign of Libra. Though 10th sign is Virgo, 10th cusp is falling in the sign of Libra, ruled by 10th Lord is Venus, 10th star Lord is Rahu, and 10th sublord is Jupiter. So 10th Lord is Venus, 10th star Lord is Rahu, and 10th sublord is Jupiter itself. So Lagna Lord itself, 10th sublord. So that Jupiter, Venus, and Rahu, of these three planets, the rulers of the 10th cusp, are posted in the sign of Mercury. Jupiter in the sign of Gemini, in the Mercury sign, and Venus and Rahu conjointly posted in the Virgo, ruled by Mercury. So 10th Lord posted in the 9th house as per the degrees and conjoined with the 10th cuspal star Lord Rahu. Rahu represents Mercury. Mercury posted in the 9th house, but in the sign of Mercury, sorry, in the sign of Venus. So Venus and Mercury, they are all in sign exchange. Mercury in the sign of Venus, Venus is in the sign of Mercury. Sign exchange is present, and Mercury is very closely conjoined with the Sun, 8th Lord. So Sun and Mercury are conjoined. Venus and Mercury are in sign exchange, and Rahu also conjoined with the Mercury. So you can see Rahu represents Mercury. So Rahu is connected to Mercury, conjoined with Venus, and since Rahu represents Mercury, and because it's occupying the sign of Mercury and conjoined with the Sun, so Sun is connected to Rahu, and Jupiter in the sign of Mercury itself. So Rahu also getting the influence of the Jupiter. So you can see that 10th star Lord and 10th sublord Jupiter occupying 6th house, it is well connected to the Rahu, because Jupiter in the sign of Mercury, that Mercury represents Rahu, Rahu conjoined with the Venus, so that to sign exchange with Mercury. So, and these four, Jupiter, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Rahu, all are connected. They are all associated to each other because of these combinations. And you can see Saturn is second lord in the 8th house aspecting to the Sun. I mean, Saturn is aspecting to Sun and also Mercury. And Mars also aspecting to Sun and Mercury. Mars is aspecting to Mercury. Mercury represents Rahu. And Saturn aspects to Mercury, so that Mercury represents Rahu. So Rahu is getting the influence of all the planets, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, Venus, Sun, Mercury. Only planet which is not directly connected to Rahu is Moon. But Moon is in the sign of Jupiter. So that way that it can be connected, but directly these planets, the Moon is not connected. And Venus is aspecting to Ketu. Ketu represents Jupiter. So Ketu also connected to Rahu by way of Jupiter, because Jupiter represents Ketu. So all the planets are connected to Rahu, that we have to keep it in mind. So 10th Lord Jupiter is connected to Rahu, and Rahu is connected to all the planets. So that way it is good. And 10th Lord Jupiter is influenced by any unfavorable key planets, eighth lord sun and Jupiter also aspecting. I forgot this one. Jupiter also aspecting to Sun and Mercury. Mars is aspecting, Saturn is aspecting. So all the planets are getting the influence. The Jupiter aspecting to Sun and Mercury, that is good. So these connection, Jupiter, Sun, Mercury, Rahu, and Mars, they're all supportive for a notable position, right? So that we are able to identify. But by way of extended significations only, we can find what are the actual strength and weakness of the professional prospects. But overall, all the planets are connected to each other, especially Jupiter, Rahu, both, and Venus. They are all the 10th rulers, are all are connecting to the all the other planets strongly. That we are able to understand now, because the 10th lord planet, 10th sublord planet Jupiter is third lord, and Lagna lord, 12th lord occupying sixth house. They're all supportive in the sign of Gemini, the Mercury sign, supportive for the job prospects in the marketing. Right. Anyway, we'll discuss in detail about the 10th ruler. So now this is indicating overall the chart is supportive for a notable position, and though there are some significations of 8th house, 9th house are all strongly playing, so we have to see that what way that instability is there or change of profession is there. We will see that. So now we have studied the general study. Next, we are going to study the self significations of all planets. Now we are on the EPS page, and I have selected the event profession sales and marketing, because he's into sales and marketing. So I have selected the event. Instead of that, if we can take profession all jobs, that favorable unfavorable houses will be almost same. Only in sales and marketing, the ninth curse will be coming under the C grade, under the supportive, because ninth house is supportive to the sales and marketing, and of course third house also will be coming under the primary A grade, because for the marketing and sales, third house is going to be important house. So third house, it is going to be into the A grade. But the important point is that the ninth house, instead of in the unfavorable D2, it will be, or D3, it will be moved to the C grade. So that is the only point we can see, that the difference. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Only thing is grouping of houses by way of combined houses only, it is going to make the difference, that is favorable or unfavorable strength. So that we have to keep it in mind. So now let me select the self-significators and the planet colors. We will check all planets one by one and check their strength. Ketu occupying third house, and 4, 8, 12 star lord, and 2, 6 cuspal sublord. Representing Jupiter is having favorable houses. So that Ketu occupying third house with favorable grouping 2 and 6 cuspal sublord, but 8 and 12 is there. Some obstacles are present, but 3, 2, 6 is good. So that way, Ketu is good planet. Despite 8 and 12, it has got favorable 2 and 6, and representing Jupiter is good. So Ketu can give blue color because of the obstacle causing houses, right? You have to keep it in mind that Rahu and all other, Rahu planet importantly and Mercury are all well connected to the all the other planets. Now, next comes the Venus. Venus is fifth lord, 10th lord occupying ninth house. So 5, 10, and 9. And 7, 8, and 12. So 5, fifth lord, 10th lord occupy ninth house. Actually, is fifth house matters. So fifth house is, we can say, medicines also, we can call it as fifth, medical related, pharmaceutical related. Fifth house and 10th house occupying ninth house, supportive for the marketing, but it is not supportive for the stability. And seventh sublord, and 8 and 12. So up to this is fine, but 7, 8, and 12 indicating some obstacles. So that that indicate Venus is a mixed significator. You have to remember that Venus is conjoined with the Rahu, and Venus is in sign exchange with the Mercury. So that Venus is mixed planet because of this favorable with unfavorable grouping. Sun planet is 8th lord occupying 9th house, 159 star lord. If you take 9th house is not house, good house for the favorable for the profession. 159 also it is not very good, but being sun and 8th lord occupying 9159, it is not good, not bad also, because it is not having any 12th house, but it is not having any favorable grouping also. So sun we can say 89159, we can say sun, we can make it as a blue color because it is supportive, or we can sun planet we can give, instead of it we can give pink shade, it is a mixed one, right? It is not having strong unfavorable. It is favorable to the Lagna 9159. For the profession, it is not indicating strong favorable. Though for the marketing, yes, it is supportive, but still it is not very good. So Sun also I'm giving pink. But Venus has got both favorable and unfavorable, but here it is that unfavorable strength is comparatively lesser. It is weak, it is unfavorable strongly. And Moon planet. Moon is occupying 12th house and Lagna sublord. So Lagna sublord is fine. 12th occupant is got weak. So we can give blue color. And Mars, 4, 11 and 7, 2 and 6 is very good. So Mars we can give green color, dark green. And Rahu, ninth occupant and 10th star lord. So the planet is 10th star lord and ninth occupant. And Mercury, representing Mercury, 6, 7, 9, 9, 3, 5, 9, 11. It is very good grouping for the marketing, because that Mercury is 6th lord, 7th lord, 9th lord occupying 9th house. 3, 5, 9, 11 grouping are good for the marketing, especially Mercury itself is playing, it is very good. So that Rahu represents Mercury is fine. So we can give Rahu is green color. And because of the 9th house, I'm giving light green. Otherwise, would have given dark green. Jupiter, 1, 3, 12, occupying 6, 7th star lord, and 4 and 10 cuspal sublord is very good grouping. And it is 4 and 10 cuspal sublord, destiny planet also. Representing Ketu has got a favorable along with some obstacles. So Jupiter we can give light green. And Saturn, second lord occupying 8th house and 311 cuspal star lord. So being second lord is good. Occupying 8th house, it is indicating some obstacle, but 311 cuspal star lord is good for the professional prospect. So we can make that Saturn is into light green because of the 2, 3, 11. 8th house is indicating obstacles. We can give blue also, but still, I mean, since the grouping being the second lord and 311 cuspal star lord, that is fine. So I have given blue, I mean, light green. We can give blue also, but I'm giving light green. Mercury planet is very good. We can see 6, 7, 9, 9, 3, 5, 9, 11, representing Rahu, 9 and 10. You can see this is got favorable grouping for the marketing related profession. So Mercury can be given green. So we can see except Venus and Sun. Venus and Sun. And Ketu has got obstacles and Moon has got some weakness because of the 12th occupant, and no other planet. Remaining are all are green. So that way, in general, it is indicating this birth chart has got favorable signification, signifying key planets are more than the unfavorable. So since I already said that all the planets are connected to each other, obviously Venus, which has got mixed significator with the 5, 8, 12 grouping, Venus is well connected to Rahu and all other planets. Venus is sign exchange with Mercury. So all the planets are connected to Venus also. So the obstacles, the trouble-giving houses, which are also influencing the other planets, definitely the unfavorable significations will influence the strength of the favorable of the other planets. So favorable are good and unfavorable only two planets, but in that Venus, it's already influencing other planets. So the favorable strength of the other planets will get some impact, that we have to keep it in mind. Now let us save the colors and go to the home page and check the destiny. Now let us back to home and let us check the destiny. Now I have kept open that birth chart of the natal, sorry, I mean North Indian chart. Let me keep open the South Indian chart also. And let me keep open the self-significators. Now we have to check the destiny. So 10th Lord is which planet? 10th Lord is Venus. So we have to check the Venus and we have to check the 10th sublord is Jupiter. 10th star lord is Rahu. Let us check the Venus. Since many planets are connected to each other, we have to check all the support planets and all their impact also. Venus is a pink shade. It means it is got both favorable and unfavorable. 5, 10, 9, 7, 8, and 12. This 8 and 12, I said, is a pink shade. It's both favorable and unfavorable. But you can see Venus is in the star of Sun, which is also another pink shade. It is also having some weak significator for the. It is not strongly indicating any progress in the, professional prospects, and so that way that planet level is mixed and star level Sun is having some weakness. Definitely, it is not very good. It is supportive for the fifth house. 5 and 10 is supportive for fifth house related profession, and obstacles are also there. And Venus in the star of Sun 89159 supportive to the fifth house, right? These are all supportive to the fifth house. Suppose fifth house, if you take the profession connected to the what do you call type of fifth house related professions. Astrology also fifth house related, right? In occupying ninth house, it is supportive for such thing, and that too Venus in the sign of Mercury, so conjoined with the Rahu and sign exchange with the Mercury. So Mercury is a very good planet for the favorable houses 6, 7, 9, 9, 3, 5, 9, 11. So this Venus fifth house is further supported by the Rasi Lord. The two importantly significant sign lord, that is sign exchange planet Mercury. That Venus in the star of Sun, that Sun is also posted in the sign of Venus itself. And that Sun is also conjoined with the Mercury. So the influence of the Mercury is present. Sun also having Mercury's influence because Sun is conjoined with the Mercury, and Sun is in the sign of Sun in the sign of Venus, and so the forming ruler link, and both are connected to Mercury, and the Sun in the star of Mars. 12 level planet is Mars. This weakness planet in the star of Mars is favorable, green color planet. So this weakness is further not supported by the weak planet. It is unfavorable or increased, or 9,159 houses are supported by 4, 11, 7, 2, 6, supportive for the professional prospects. Moreover, Sun is also aspected by Mars, so forming ruler link. So that some weak planet Sun is supported by the 12 level planet, and also by way of aspect forming ruler link, it is supportive. Again, sublord is again Venus repeated, 5, 10, all these things again repeated, connected to Mercury. So this Venus planet is supportive for profession connected to fifth house. There will be obstacles, hurdles, and also it is in the star and 12 level are supportive for the same thing. And unfavorable key planet in this Venus is Venus only for the job prospect. This is not good for the job prospects. It can be supportive for the own profession. Despite some obstacle, it is not supportive for the job prospects, because this Venus is indicating all the favorable houses to the Lagna and also own, business prospects, own profession only, individual, independent profession, not as a, working for somebody. That is the about the fifth lord. And now let us check the fifth cuspal sublord. So we have seen that fifth lord Venus is the one which is the unfavorable key planet also. So fifth cuspal sublord planet is Jupiter. The Jupiter planet is good, green planet, 1, 3, 6, 7, 4, 10 is very good. Lagna 3, 6, it is supportive for the profession connected to the marketing. And the Jupiter in the sign of Mercury is connected. And Jupiter in the star of Rahu representing Mercury, 9, 10 is very good. And that Jupiter and Rahu also indirectly conjoined, because Rahu is indirectly conjoined with the Jupiter because both are in the sign of Mercury. And 2A level planet is Moon. Moon is 12th occupant, having got some weakness, and Lagna sublord is fine. But Jupiter is aspecting to Moon because Moon is in the sign of Jupiter and also aspecting to Moon. So that way it is also getting the support. And sublord is Mercury itself is very good. And star lord of the sublord is Mars, also very good. If you look at the 10th sublord, destiny, it is supportive for very good professional prospects and for the marketing, third house related. And 9 and 10, 6, 7, 3, 5, all are good for the marketing related, and also all are supportive for the profession connected to the astrology, because Jupiter, Rahu, Mercury, Ketu connected, third house, seventh house, ninth house, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 houses, and sublord also supportive for that, and all are connected to each other. So definitely this native's profession will be very good in the astrology profession. That is the destiny. And also it is also talking about that connection, marketing also connected, because third house and Mercury all are also supportive for that, and Rahu also connected. So it is supportive for the profession connected to the pharmaceutical, because Jupiter, Rahu supportive for the medicines or drugs or chemicals, and Jupiter also supportive for the such what do you call medical related things. And Mercury also important planet for the marketing. So depending on the dasa period, the native will experience, but overall his destiny is good for a notable job and position and marketing. So here you can see that the dasa lord, sorry, destiny planet is not directly indicating weak significations for the profession. There is no loss of job strongly indicated. But you can see Jupiter is indirectly connected to the Venus. Jupiter is connected to Venus because Jupiter is in the sign of Mercury. That Mercury is sign exchange with the Venus, and we that way then Rahu is conjoined with Venus. So Venus is influencing the Jupiter 10th lord. So 10th lord Venus itself, already we discussed, it is having some weakness. So that the weakness giving planet Venus, it's influencing the Jupiter. So that way, depending on the period, the native will experience some obstacles, but overall his professional prospect is going to be good. So that way, since if suppose 10th lord itself, 10th lord also very good like Jupiter, is going to be very good. Since 10th lord having got some weakness, and the 10th lord also well connected to the 10th sublord planet, so there are some obstacles are also indicated. So depending on the period, it will the native will experience. I think you are able to understand. Now we have studied the destiny. And what are the destiny favorable key planets? Favorable key planets are Jupiter and Mercury, very good. Then Rahu, Mercury, and of course Rahu. And favorable key planets are Jupiter and Rahu and Ketu, also 206 cuspal sublord with some obstacles. So, and Mars. These are the favorable key planets of the destiny. The unfavorable key planets are key planets which are influencing some sort of challenges and changes is Venus, right? So that we are able to find, right? Now that native started his career in which dasa? He started his career in May 2003. He started his first job. May 2003, it is falling Moon Mahadasa. In Moon Mahadasa, Rahu Bukti, Moon Mahadasa, May 2003, Moon Mahadasa, Rahu Bukti, and Saturn Antra, he joined his first job. Look at the moon. Moon is aspected by Jupiter, our favorable key planet. Moon has got some weakness, but 12th occupant and Lagna sublord is fine. Star level, 2A level, all Venus, Sun. So all are ruled by our mixed key planet, right? It is indicating that moon is going to give his job, but not going to be stable one. And also Lagna will face lot of obstacles and hurdles. So that is the reason during that period, moon, he joined as a sales rep only, right? So it is not a notable job, but you can see how come this unfavorable can favor for job also. It is having mixed signification, and Venus is conjoined with the Rahu, favorable key planet, and Venus is sign exchange with the Mercury. Mercury is our strong favorable key planet. The Lord's favorable key planet is Mercury. That is playing role on the supports of this planet. So because of that, this planet, moon, you have to keep one thing in mind. The moon planet, star level planet is 5, 10, 9, 7, 8, 12. It is indicating some mixed signification. Suppose the moon is 10th lord, or moon is 6th lord, or 10th sublord. It means the source planet is the destiny planet. The star level planet, if it is having that 5, 8, 12 grouping, then that planet will not be strongly favorable for a job. It will give strong obstacles and the loss of job during that period. So here, moon in the star of some mixed key planet, but moon is not holding the any primary house. So Lagna is going to experience this one. So in moon period, moon dasa, he joined the job. He started his career in Rahu. Rahu Bugdi, he started his career. Rahu is fine because the favorable key planet of the moon, not in the ruler, but in the supports, is Mercury. Because Venus is conjoined with so Venus sign exchange with the Mercury, Sun is conjoined with the Mercury. That we already discussed. Now, Rahu, star lord is moon. Moon is the Dasa lord. Moon is having some weak signification, but aspected by the Jupiter. And moon also indirectly conjoined with Ketu, right? Because moon in the sign of Jupiter, Ketu represents Jupiter. Ketu signifying favorable houses. So you can see the role of the support planets significantly. Since the destiny is very good, the Dasa are having some weak signification, even though the role of the key planet through the supports also significantly supporting, the receiving planets are also capable to get that significations. Because moon is 12th occupant, but Lagna sublord getting the impact of the Jupiter and also Ketu favorable. And 2A level planet is Venus. All these planet, Venus and Sun, already we discussed. They are the mixed key planets of the Dasa Lord, but they are playing role. They are capable to give the, the job during that period. This Venus is getting the ruler link from the Rahu because Rahu is conjoined with the Venus. Because of that, Rahu is capable to give the job during this Rahu period. In Rahu period, he got the job, joined the job during this Saturn Antra. Rahu Bugdi Saturn Antra. In Rahu, who is the favorable key planet? Mercury and Rahu. And of course, the planet which are all supporting to the moon and Venus are all Jupiter and Ketu. Saturn itself is a good key planet, right? And Saturn in the star of Ketu representing Jupiter. Ketu is a good key planet. Ketu is influencing this moon and representing Jupiter, and the favorable key planet Mercury. Rahu is playing role at the 2A level planet, and sublord planet is moon. Moon is, as already we discussed, it is not very good, but it is influenced by the, favorable key planet Jupiter. So you can see the strong favorable key planet of the Dasa Lord. Dasa Lord itself, Lagna sublord moon is playing role here, moon is playing role here, moon is playing role here at the sub level. So though moon is not a strong favorable key planet, but moon is occupying the sign of Jupiter, Lagna sublord, and Jupiter is the strong favorable key planet. It is passing its signification support to the moon, the Sun Lord. That moon is also indirectly connected to the Ketu because Ketu is the sign of Jupiter. So because of that, he got the job in Moon Dasa, Rahu, Buddhi, and Saturn Antra. Now, though they are all supportive to get the job, but Saturn is good only because you can see Saturn 2, 3, 4, 2, 6, and all are favorable for the job connected to the marketing and also earning. But there are some obstacles and not for a good notable job because that moon dasa itself is not very good. Now, in Moon Dasa, Rahu Bugdi Saturn, he joined. After that, Rahu, then he was running Jupiter Dasa. Jupiter Bugdi. Moon Dasa, Jupiter Bugdi. Jupiter Bugdi is good, so he is having some notable job. I mean, in the same job only, his career was comparatively better than during that Rahu period because Jupiter is not having the impact of the Venus directly. So Moon Dasa, Jupiter Bugdi was fine. And Moon Dasa, then he was running that Saturn Bugdi. Saturn Bugdi is one, it is better, but still here you can see Moon, Saturn, there is a connection because of the rulers of the Moon, Venus are playing role here. And 8 and 12 also there, 8 to 8 and 12 also there. So definitely in during that Moon, Saturn, the native will tend to go for change of job. While tend to go for change of job, the Lagna itself will get involved in going for a change of job. Because you can see Moon is Lagna's of Lord in the star of Venus 5, 10, 9, 7, 8, 12. So Lagna itself will that mind itself will tend to incline towards change of job. So Saturn also in the sub of Moon, Moon is also forming ruler link to the Ketu because Moon in the sign of Jupiter already discussed. So definitely during that period, that native will go for change of job. During which period he got the change of job? In Moon Dasa, Saturn Bugdi in Venus Antra, because Venus is the one which is making the change. In the Venus Antra, he got the change of job because Venus is indicating unfavorable or change causing key planet which are influencing the Saturn Bugdi, and Venus and Sun is indicating some changes and supported by the Mars because Mars is the good key planet supporting to the Sun, and also Sun is in sign exchange with the Mercury. So Mercury is supportive good key planet, and Saturn is the strong favorable key planet for earning. That Venus is aspected by Saturn. That already we discussed. Let me open the birth chart. I'll show you. Saturn is by third aspect aspecting to the Sun and Mercury. Saturn is in the sign of Sun, and Sun is conjoined with the Mercury. Saturn is aspected to them, and their Rasilad is sign exchange with the Venus. So they are all connected. So so that Saturn is influencing the Sun by way of aspect, and Sun in the sign of Venus, they're connected to the Mercury. So that way, in this period, Venus, because Venus is the change causing planet. So Moon Dasa, Saturn Bugdi, Venus Antra during June 2006. During June 2006, he got the change of job. Second job happened during June 2003 in Moon Dasa, Saturn Bukti, and Venus Antra. I think you're able to understand. So there was no loss of job because destiny is not indicating, and Dasa Lord also, it is indicating some weakness, but it is also not indicating loss of job because, as I said, if Dasa Lord is having the primary house, if it is 10th house is there, and star level planet, and continue, if you look at the star level sub level planet, they are all talking about the unfavorable to the 10th house, then we can say this is going to cause loss of job. But destiny is not talking about loss of job, but Dasa Lord is talking about only changes only. So because of that, there is no loss of job, but only changes happened. So that way, that native native entered into the marketing as a sales rep because Dasa Lord's moon is not, not indicating favorable houses, our green planets, that Jupiter, Rahu, Mercury, they are not playing role as the rulers for the moon. Because of that, during that moon dasa, the native will not have a notable job, but he will have a job, but with a lot of stress and instability, struggles that native will have. That is what he was experiencing, and he got the change of job also in the moon dasa, Saturn Buddhi, and Venus Antra. So after that moon dasa, Saturn Buddhi, Mercury was running. Mercury is very good. So there is no changes indicated in Mercury. So after Saturn, Mercury, he was having, comparatively better professional prospects. And after that, Ketu was running. The Ketu also, it is not indicating any sort of problem because Ketu in the star of favorable K planet Mercury, sublord only indicating some weakness, but they are not indicating any loss of job or change of job. It is indicated. So because of that, in Moon Dasa, up to that, Moon Dasa, Saturn Bugdi, I was telling, and Mercury Bugdi and Ketu Bugdi, then Venus Bugdi also was running. Let me close this one. So in Moon Dasa, the remaining Bugdis are Venus and Sun. How Venus is going to be? Venus planet also, it is indicating some sort of changes, but it is also not supportive for any change of job. In Moon Dasa, Venus Bukti, he was facing some sort of challenges in the job, but it did not favor for any change of job during that Venus, because change of job is going to be for this native, since the destiny is very good. Change of job is going to be only for the betterment. But here, this is not talking about any betterment. It is indicating some challenges only. All the planets in supports, Mercury, all Rahu, and Jupiter aspect, all they're all supporting to this Venus and also Moon. From obstacle, they are all supportive. Comparatively, they are supportive for a betterment because destiny is very good. So they are not supportive for any change of job during that Venus, because Venus is supportive for change for the betterment. If the planet is supporting for changes along with the betterment, then during that Bugdi in a favorable antra, it can favor for the change of job for the betterment. But moon itself is having some weakness, and same weakness planet is running here with obstacles and all. It will give some challenges to the native, but it will not favor for the change of job for the betterment. So then after that, sun is also very good. Sun is not indicating any problem. So it is favorable. Planet, star level, all are good. Sub level is Mercury is very good. So because of that, in moon dasa, sun bukti also is very good. So there is no issue. Up to the moon dasa, there is no issue. So that way, that native was running And Moon Dasa, he had a change of job only in the Saturn Bugdi. He got the change of job. After that, there is no change of job under the Moon Bugdi, Moon Dasa. After that, Mars Dasa started. Look at the Mars Dasa. Mars is very good. Mars is good. Star level is Jupiter. 12 level is Rahu. Rahu itself is coming. And only the role of Mercury is not straight away playing, only by way of Rahu only playing. That is the one small point. But otherwise, Mars, Jupiter, all the rulers or green color planets are very good. So Mars Dasa is going to be a very good Dasa when compared to the moon. Look at the next Rahu Dasa. Rahu Dasa is not like Mars. Rahu Dasa is good, favorable, and also some mixed significator. So Mars Dasa is going to be very good. So that way that Mars is started. What the Mars Dasa gave to him, and he got some betterment and promotions in the Mars Dasa, that we will discuss in the next video. So I think we're able to understand the influence of the strength of the destiny, the favorable key planets, which is favoring the destiny. All the favorable key planets are influencing all the planets. Because of that, though Dasa Lord is having some mixed signification with some hurdles, it is definitely because Dasa Lord is having weakness, the native has to experience obstacles and hurdles and challenges. But because of the support of all the favorable key planet, the two destiny destiny itself is good. So that native was not facing any problem of loss of job. Though the dasa is weak, he was facing only obstacles in his in his profession, but not any loss of job. Change of job happened in one period, but not in the other periods. Now let us check in the next video what the native has experienced in the favorable Mars Dasa. So we'll meet in the next video. Good luck.